Mayank here, and in today's video we will be talking about for loop. Well, let's take an example of real world to understand what is the importance of for loop. Let's say I have something called as my name and I want to print this thing for, let's say, 5 times. What I will do is I simply copy this code from here and I will just paste it for 5 times. And that's how I'm gonna print my name for 5 times. And now if I try to run this code, then you can see over here the outcome as Mayank, 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 Mayank for 5 times. But what if I want to print this for 100 times, or I can say 200 times, or I can say 500 times? In this case, if I'm gonna copy this for 500 times, then my program will become ugly, my code will look ugly, or I can say my program will become a mess. And I don't want to make the things messy. I want to make the things simpler and clean so that the person who is reading this code can easily figure out what's going inside this program. But if I will use this thing for 500 times, then it will be difficult for my user to read out the things and find the problems. Or what if you want to change something? How are you going to change that? If I will just write the single thing for 500 times. So here I will use something called as for loop. And basically what I'm going to do in for loop, I'm going to say that for, I can say num in range, and I know that you all are aware of range, and as we talked about range in our previous videos, if you don't know about range, then range is basically giving us the numbers from certain range to certain range. Like if I say 10 over here, then I'm getting the range from 0 to 10 or 9. I can say that I'm getting the range from 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 until 9. And if I say I'm just printing 11 over here, then I'm getting the range from 0 to 10. And if I'm printing 12 over here, then I'm getting the range from 0 to 11. So that's how the range works. And over here I will take the range as, let's say, 5. And if I were to print my name for 5 times, so here I will just say Mayank. And now if I try to run this code, then you can see over here the output as, okay, so there's a mistake over here, and I know we have to put the colon over here to terminate this code. And now if I try to run this code, then you can see over here the outcome as Mayank for 5 times. And I'm trying to put this thing, I'm trying to print this thing in just a couple of lines. I can say just 2 lines of code. So that's the speciality of this for loop, and that is how you're going to use for loop. And now let's try to do something extraordinary with the help of for loop. Let's say I want to print over here attempt. Okay, so if I am looping this program, looping this couple of lines for 5 times, then I am getting the outcome as attempt for 5 times. But I also want to add num over here, and I also want to add num, but this time I want to do like this. And now I will show you the magic of this thing. I will just say dot. So here I have just multiplied this num by this dot over here, and let me change it to dot. And now if I try to run this code, then you can see over here I am getting the outcome as attempt 1 dot, attempt 2 2 dot, attempt 3 3 dot, attempt 4 4 dot. And what if I want to change, or I want to start the thing from 1? So I'll simply say that num plus 1 over here. And now if I try to run this code, then you can see the output as attempt 1, and let's change this to 1. And now if I try to run this code again, then you can get the outcome as Mayank attempt 1, attempt 2, attempt 3, and the dots according to the numbers. Okay, so that's how you're gonna play with this for loop, and you're gonna do some interesting things like this. But what if I want to just initialize the value over here? I will say that 1 to 6, and so my program will go from 1 to 5. And now I will just remove this from here. And now if I try to run this code, you can see over here the output as attempt 1, attempt 2, attempt 3, and now that's the way the things are going to work. Okay, so that's how you're going to play with for loop, and that's all about for loop. And we'll see what exactly and how exactly you're going to use if else statement in for loop in our next tutorial. That's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.